I stopped racing the 3K. I like it so much, and I stopped racing it like at 17 years old. So when I came here, it was my first time again racing the 3K, and I was like, yes, I want to do that.
Hamza Chahid, welcome to the OneDog Podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Of course, yeah. So you play a bunch of sports here. You run a bunch of sports here because with what you do, you get to actually play multiple sports. So what are actually all of the sports you participate in here?
So here I'm doing cross country. I'm doing track and field, and especially like running. And distance and middle distance running, like 10K, 15, 5K. I did also the 3K indoors. So mile, that's what I do.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always envious of people that are runners like that because I'll get on, I'll either run in my neighborhood or we've got the Peloton treadmill now. So I can watch something while I run. And I'll get on and it's like, I feel like I've ran so far. I'm like, I barely got anywhere. And you guys go out and just are like, well, that was a warm up. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm always super impressed. You're not from here. So tell me about where you're from and kind of that journey of how you got to Wingate.
So I'm from Morocco, in a city called Wingate.
Okay.
So, I started like cross country and track and field like at 15 years old. And since I start like in a competitive level, and I started little by little. I joined the national team at some point of under 18 and under 20 years old. After that, when I finished the high school, I was thinking definitely like to come to the US to join the universities here, like just because here like they have like more conditions and better conditions, and also like to keep also like my career of either school and also my sport career. And I just was looking for schools, and I remember I filled the questionnaire of Wingate University, and the day after that one, like I found an answer from Coach Paul, and he just sent me straight like all the steps I need to do and everything. I did that steps, and like I came here. So
I always find it interesting with the international students. Like you don't tour the campus; you just like fill out your questionnaire. And it's like, well, this one looks good in the pictures. Yeah. So how do you make that decision of where you actually go?
So for me, it was like more about. So like I didn't. It's more about I contacted Coach Paul, and he told me more about the team, like the times. So that's what's more like what's like make me interested more, like the times of the team and how the team is like more international students and stuff, like they are from everywhere, and how big is the team, and also like from the academic side, I just check like all the majors that they have here. I was interested more in sports science and exercise science. So when I found like the two things that I wanted to. So like sport science and exercise science major, I was okay. This is like the school that I'm gonna go. Like, so I have.
Yeah, it was like a perfect combination of like, hey,
I
can run and also get the studies that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
When you stepped on campus for the first time, what did that feel like?
So it feels amazing. I remember I met Coach Paul, and I just stepped in. Here in the university campus, I didn't speak English that much, so I didn't understand everything. It was a bit harder, but like in the same time, like I found everyone like helpful. Like they helped me out, figure out everything, and I met also my teammates, and I found like it's cool. Like I like it here.
Yeah. So. What's your native language?
Arabic.
Arabic.
Yeah, and my second language is French.
I was going to ask, usually people from, I want to say like the Moroccan area, you guys speak like 7 languages. So is there other people on campus that speak Arabic? And I mean, I know there's French people.
I mean, nowadays I think 4 Moroccans here.
Oh, wow.
And also like I meet some Arabic guys like from other countries, other Arabic countries. And we kind of speak the same language,
because there's different dialects, right?
Yeah, it is different, but like we understand each other.
Yeah, so, that's interesting. How has it been kind of coming over? Had you ever been outside of Morocco or over to the US before?
Like it was my first time coming to the US, coming to Wingate.
What was the hardest thing to transition and like understand? What was the hardest thing about coming to the US to start like picking up on?
So for me, it was the hardest thing I was thinking about before I came here. It was just like how I'm gonna find it there, because like I'm going to somewhere like I know no one, like I have no idea how it's gonna be. But like actually, it was like the best decision that I have made like in my life. So that I'm so happy because I did that decision. I choose to come here.
Yeah.
So this is the only thing that I was thinking about, and also the language part. But language part, like with time, I just get used to it and stuff.
Yeah, it's always impressive of like over 4 years' time how much you progress in the language just by being around it and talking to people and learning, and how much it's grown. Because I mean, I was talking to some other people, right? You barely spoke any English when you got here, and it's like, well, we're having a conversation. You're on a podcast, which is just speaking English.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool to see that. Now you're pretty decorated. You have a lot of good accolades. You're national champion. What are all the national championships that you've won?
So my first national champion that like I won the first thing is it was the DMR first. Yeah, it was in the indoor of 2023.
Okay.
It was in Virginia Beach. We won as a team. We won the DMR. It's distance medley relay.
Mm-hmm.
We won the DMR. That was my first national like here ever. And after that, the day after, I raced the 3K individually, and I won the 3K.
What are you running a 3K in?
Like the time?
Yeah.
So when I won, I ran 8 flats, 8:00. But now my personal best is 7:47.
Oh, so eight wasn't fast enough. You had to get a little faster.
Yeah, but it was my PB in that time. So
wow, that's crazy. And then you won the indoor 3K, and then you won something else, right?
The DMR, and then won last year the indoor the 5K, and I finished fourth, I think, in the 3K the day after. Yeah, and we won as a team the cross country nationals.
It's a pretty cool resume there.
Yeah.
What's your favorite distance for you to run?
Before we move on with the podcast, let's thank one more of our sponsors, Weber Marketing. Yes, that's my company. I am a sponsor of this podcast because I am producing this podcast. My company focuses on video production and also marketing strategy. So if you're looking to do podcasts just like this, monthly video marketing, or even some commercials for your business and you want to grow, look up webermarketing.com.
It's 3K. I like the 3K so much, yeah. Because like since I was under 18 back home, I used to race the 3K. But at some point, like when I turned to under 20 years old, like they don't have 3K in the program. We have just the 15 or the 5K. It's same as outdoor here. But like, and especially we don't race as indoor season back home. So like I stopped racing the 3K. I like it so much, and I stopped racing it like at 17 years old. So when I came here, it was my first time again racing the 3K, and I was like, yes, I want to do that. Yeah.
That just sounds like so much pain. The 3K, it's, just under 2 miles.
Yeah. It feels for me like it's the perfect distance for me. Like I don't like that long distance, and I don't like the short ones. So if I race 15, I feel like it's a bit faster for me. And if I race, for example, 5K, it's a bit longer. So like 3K, I feel is like perfect.
And the 1600, you'd be like, that's a sprint.
The mile?
Yeah.
Yeah, the mile is kind of the same as the 15. So, yeah. So, like, I feel it's a bit faster for me. Like, I feel like, I cannot go more faster, but...
That's crazy.
The 3K feels perfect.
It's too fast. Like, the mile, it's just too fast for me. I'm like, well, that's a run.
Yeah. I still do the mile. I like it too. I like the mile too. And but the 3K more, just my preferred
it's just
one.
Like, that's the sweet spot for you.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, with you having all these national championships, what is like the next step? Obviously, you've got this year that you're competing, but what would the next step be for you? Like, is it trying to qualify for the Olympics? Like, is that this world is so unknown for me. Like, it's super interesting. So what would be like that for you?
So like, actually, like as I was planning last season in the outdoor season, I was planning to go to this Olympics of 2024. It was like on the plan, but like, a lot of stuff happened like between like I didn't go back home and stuff, and also like in the end of the season, I was a bit like feeling tired. So I think
you weren't peaking at the right time.
Yeah, especially because last cross country season, so I had an injury and I didn't have the basic training that I need. So like I didn't last too long for like the season. So that's why this year we're trying to make sure like everything will go right. And yeah, like last season outdoor, I was planning to qualify, but at some point I was a bit tired after the outdoor here, and I think that it's better for me to stay, and because I can go and try and maybe like get it, maybe no, but there's a big chance like in the end like to don't get it. So I was like, maybe it's gonna be smart to rest and be ready for the next season. It will be better. So that's why I think that's.
What's like a normal week? Like how many miles or how many kilometers are you putting in usually?
So I think my highest one was 80 miles per week.
80 miles.
Yeah.
Not kilometers.
Yeah.
Oh
but
wow.
I'm not the highest mileage in the team yet. Like,
that's crazy.
There is some of our guys like they go like 100 miles per week.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah. Now I'm just in like right now I'm in 56. I just started again.
Just 56. Yeah, I'm lucky to do that in a month. So don't laugh at me. I played football. We were 3 seconds. 40 yards was a lot for me. So when you're kind of preparing for these events, like how does your mileage and the distances that you're running, how does that training change through like cross country versus indoor versus outdoor seasons?
So since I came to Wingate, like since I came to the US, I feel like there's another method I'm working in, and it gives like what helped me more, that new method that I'm practicing on a new method, because back home we don't do exactly the same. Back home we do like in the start like cross country season, like we go to a high mileage, and after that, for example, indoor, like we just lower the mileage as we need, and intensity go higher. But like here we keep the mileage more, so we just work over like the 3 seasons, because we need to pick 3 times. Like we need to pick in cross country, to pick in the indoor, and also the outdoor. So that's why we keep we just keep the mileage high. Like for example, 80.
Like you're just gonna
miles,
run.
Yeah, but like before each like important competition, for example, if we have nationals, like we just take a down week, for example. It just depends. The coach, like he knows better than I know. So I trust him so much. So I just like follow exactly what he said, and this works all the time. So yeah, usually we have just a down week before the each like the important competition. So that's how it goes for the seasons.
Interesting. David Sherwood claims that you are the happiest person on campus. So, what are some of the things that kind of bring you joy? What are you doing outside of cross country? How are you staying so happy?
So actually I don't do anything. I just like,
it's just you.
Yeah. I try to spend time with my friends, in my free time, I do some like stuff. I just like play piano, like sometimes with my friends, sing, or just like watch a movie together, like, I just try to stay active, and sometimes also because like we practice like so much, so also we need the rest,
right?
Like, so we can free our minds and everything, and we'll be ready again for the next day. So that's all I do all the time. So
what does eating look like for you? Because you guys are putting in 80 to 100 miles. Like, are you just like, because you're not a big guy, like, are you just shoveling in food and you just burn it all off?
Yeah, I just cannot be big, I think.
I just eat whatever I want.
Yeah, I just eat like whatever, but it's not like whatever. I try to be healthy as much as I can. Yeah. Not really, but like I try. So yeah, and also I try to eat enough calories that I burn, so I will be like balanced. So
yeah, that's always I've always had that question for like the runners, for it's like you could go out and burn 2,000-3,000 calories on a long run.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what do you guys eat? I mean, you must eat everything. So going into this year, big goals? What are you shooting for? What are some of your things that you want to check off the list before you get done here at Wingate?
So there is a lot of stuff in mind, but hopefully again, like hopefully I can be a part of the cross country team again and have that amazing experience as last year, and try and aim for the win for the cross country. And the next thing that I want to is to just race and run as fast as I can in the 3K. Like I will try to aim for. I don't know. Like last year we aimed for a national record, D2 national record. I did it, but not just me. So two of our also D2 guys like in other schools did the same thing. So we were like the first 3 guys who ran the D2 record in the same time.
Oh, wow.
So I was third. So I think
I will set the record again.
Yeah, I will try again and do it. So that's what I think I will do.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, Hamza, I think it's been really interesting and really cool to watch your career here at Wingate and really, take the track and cross country program, because it's not that old, the track program especially, take it to national championships and records and new heights. And so it's been really cool to watch that from afar and see everything that you've done. So I'm looking forward to seeing the new PBs this year.
Yeah.
Setting some more records, getting some more national championships, and, appreciate you coming on, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.